Hey guys, welcome back to Wear Wigs with me. Today I am wearing Upstage by Raquel Welch in the color Golden Russet. So let's get started. Upstage is a page haircut that sits right above or even right on your shoulders. To me, it's a very classic, professional, kind of polished hairstyle. That being said, if you follow me on Instagram, this is normally the wig that I grab at 7 a.m. when I am headed out the door to the grocery store. Upstage has a 100% hand-tied cap. It has that gorgeous Raquel Welch lace front, a mono top, the great covered ear tabs with the metal stays, the covered extended nape Velcro adjusters. This is probably why I grab this wig on my way out the door when I just need to get something on and go, because it's so comfortable. You put it on, it's just no fuss. I can comb it out, put it on, go. I know it's gonna stay looking like this. You forget that it's even on your head because of this Raquel Welch hand-tied cap. It's stretchy and light, and you just forget that you're wearing it. It's that comfortable. Now, these hair fibers, there is a lot of chatter about heat-friendly hair fibers, specifically on Upstage. I feel like people either love it or hate it. I've heard a lot about it getting clumpy very quick, and I agree. Now, I've thought a lot about this, and because I knew, I've been wearing it knowing I was going to do this review. Here's how I feel about that. To me, Upstage, the reason that I like it is because I can comb it out, fix it, and I know it's gonna stay that way. And part of that is because it clumps. So I don't think in this kind of a style where it's straight and sleek, I don't think the clumping bothers me because of the style. Now, on a curly one like Editor's Pick or Simmer, I've heard the same kind of thing with that. Editor's Pick, I don't think it'll bother me because I like those individual curls on that style. Simmer, so far it hasn't bothered me. I think I maybe play with my hair, which I don't recommend, but I think that's why the clumping doesn't bother me, because if I start to feel, you can kind of feel if it gets clumpy because it kind of feels like a piece gets too heavy, like it feels swingy, and then your wig is kind of clumping. And so I usually just kind of fluff it and it goes away. Now, my job and the way in my life is a little bit different than most, and I realize that because I'm not going to a job for 8 hours every day and going to meetings and being around people and needing my hair to look a certain way all the time for the same people. I see different people. Sometimes I don't see anybody all day except for my husband. So I get that I have a much more relaxed perspective on wigs because I don't expect that kind of level of continuity in my wigs. Things that don't bother me may bother somebody that expects a certain level from their wigs. When I put on Upstage, like I said, I can comb it down. I like for it to flip up. So I'll comb it all out, and then I like for the bottom to flip up, and then I kind of like for this top layer to kind of puff out around it. Now, I said these were heat friendly. I haven't put any heat on them. I don't even think I've put any product in this wig. Because heat friendly fibers are thicker, coarser, just kind of heavier fibers, and I like that because I like volume. If you get a straight wig, the problem that I have Tresilur's Chloe and I have Raquel Welch's Play It Straight. Those are synthetic fibers, straight, very flat, no permatease wigs. I struggle with that because I'm constantly putting contour cream and holding spray, trying to get some volume. I like the heat-friendly fibers for that reason because they're usually on higher price point wigs. I mean, what I found, I could be wrong, which have very little permatease. And so in order to get the volume, you've got to rely on those hair fibers to help each other out, to kind of clump and stack to create that volume. And so like I said, this is a mono top. When it came, this is kind of how it was styled. This swoopy bang and parted on this side. But you don't have to. You can part this wig on whatever side you want. And I've parted it down the middle. Now I've noticed when I do part it down the middle, one side wants to be puffier than the other. It feels like it's this one. That would be the case that maybe you could add a little heat to it, or you know, I probably would just steam it or even spray a little water on it and then just kind of let it dry and keep working it. Even though wigs are heat friendly, I'm not confident enough in myself yet to start styling these and adding heat. I just don't want to mess them up. Like I said, I like the ends to curl up because anytime I comb it down and let it just curl under, they just like want to go right into my mouth, and I'm not okay with that. So I like to let them curl up and then just kind of let the top part be messy and big on top. I really like it. And it can be, you know, I like my wigs up and away from my face, and just probably why I'm always so drawn to Raquel Welch wigs, because they seem to want to be styled that way. But this one can be a really pretty front swept or just side swept bang. You know, I don't know why I don't stick a mirror like right in front of me so I can see what I'm doing. That would really help that, wouldn't it? But anyway, I don't know what this looks like. I have a monitor, but it's not keeping up with me. But you could do a side swept bang. It's really pretty. I love the thickness of it. I wonder if that's what bothers people. I don't know. I love the thickness of it. It will tangle. I mean, even as short as it is, this nape gets tangled, especially the way I want to mess it up. So get a comb that's a rat tooth comb, rat tail, and pick those out. Don't yank them with your hands like I do over and over, because that's what ruins these heat defiant wigs, I think. And you know, I did comb it with this comb. This is one of those wet brushes, and I actually bought this to go with my first human hair when I had the Halo Couture extensions in fall. Their topper they call a fall. I bought these to comb those out, but then Taz did a video on brushes, and so then I went and looked up the best brushes for wigs, and basically it said as long as it has metal teeth and then the little rubber tips that it should be good. But I don't know if this has like too many teeth. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I've been real careful, but I have combed this a little bit with this comb. I mean, I don't want it to get caught like that, but it seems to do okay. Ugh, I get nervous, so let's just use this end. But I don't want to stab this cap either, because I'm used to having wefts, so be careful with that too. Okay, let's move on for my hot mess of trying to style this hair. I swear, you guys are probably so embarrassed for me. Like, this girl does not know how to style hair, and you're right, I don't. This length actually is very similar to how I kept my hair when it was thicker. Okay, so we talked about the cap. Let's talk about the measurements. Okay, so like I said, it's a page. The front is 7, the sides and back are 9. It says the crown is 9.5, and the nape is 6.5. Just all around it's about 9 inches, because the sides and the back. I have a 22.5 inch head. I'm wearing an average cap. I have a 7.5 inch long face, and then 2.5 inch neck, sometimes 3, depends on what I've decided to eat. So that gives you an idea of what it looks like on me. And always keep in mind, even the length measurements and my face measurements aren't the only, the most important measurement that you need is that circumference, because it's even how the hair is going to fall on your head. Like I've said over and over again, the same amount of hair has to fit over my bigger head. If you have a petite head, it's going to hang a little bit longer. So I have Upstage in Golden Russet, and if you watch my editor's pick video, that was the first time I had ever seen Golden Russet. I love it. It's gorgeous. If you like glazed strawberry, but it's a little bit too bright, a little bit too blonde, Golden Russet is a fabulous kind of darker, more caramely color. And I'll get some shots outside. And then go in, Raquel Welch is so great about putting the lighter shades right around the face. It's so flattering and it's so wonderful with wigs because it just hides so much. This just looks so pretty how they put the light around to frame the face. Frame the face. Jeez. The color codes for Golden Russet are RL2925. What I've learned about Raquel Welch colors is that 29 is kind of all the reds color code. There's a lot of different reds in there blended to make that number 29. And then 25 is kind of their golden blonde color. And that's pretty accurate what this is. The glazed strawberry is just the number 29. This adds in more of the blonde, more of the golden, which comes across as more of the caramel. Okay guys, so I talked about the cap and the measurements and the color. My overall feeling about Upstage is that I like it. I feel like I say that about every wig, but honestly, I don't choose wigs to review, and which, by the way, Hair You Wear sent me this wig. They don't just send me whatever wig they want. She asks me, what wigs would you want to review? So I am choosing wigs that I know I'm gonna feel comfortable in. Now, or that I want to try. Upstage is a very comfortable style for me because I always wore my hair short, about this length. So I knew that I was going to like Upstage. I just didn't know, I didn't know about the hair fibers. I just wanted to try it out. And I knew that there was a place for a straight style like this in my wig wardrobe because I am drawn to so many wigs that are curly that there are just some days where I just want to grab a comb it out, put it on, and go. And that's what this wig is to me. Okay, I mentioned Hair You Wear, so thank you, Hair You Wear, for sending me Upstage, for giving me the opportunity to review this on my channel. I just feel like it's one of those really great styles that are going to fit certain personalities. And so if you want a style that can be very sleek and polished, and you want to put it on and fix it, and then it's going to stay like that, this is that style. If you are more drawn to those lighter hair fibers that are fluffy and floaty and blow with the wind, then this isn't going to be your style. I like it. I like that I can just grab it, comb it out. It's got a super comfortable cap, and that's the other thing for me. I know we're all looking for that perfect wig, and I've kind of given up on that because I like wearing different wigs, and so I'm not just looking for that one wig, but some people are. This might be perfect for that one person that wants that perfect wig and it's a sleek professional look. What I was gonna say is I love the cap, I love the color, I love the style. So if the hair fibers are a little bit aggravating sometimes, if I wish they were a little bit silkier or lighter, I guess I've just chosen that there are so many other things to love about it that I've chosen not to care about that. I don't mind these hair fibers. I kind of like that they help each other and give me the volume. Then I'll put on, like a Dakota, and it's totally different style. It's curly and it's light and fluffy, and then I'm like, oh, this is my favorite. This is what I love. I don't love those other hair fibers, but then there's gonna be days where I put this on and I'm like, oh, this is exactly what I want. And that's why I have lots of different wigs, because every day I might be in a different mood. The other thing that I kind of thought about when I was like, well, these are all the things that I love, and this is the thing that kind of bothers me. It made me think of Mackenzie by Aesthetica. I love Mackenzie, but I don't care for the cap. It's just an open cap, open ear tabs, open extended nape, those hook adjusters that I don't like. It does have a lace front that's beautiful, but it just has like a extended lace front. It doesn't have a mono part or a mono top. It has permatease like crazy, and mine has permatease that you can see. So, I mean, but I love the color and I love the style and I feel so beautiful when I put it on that suddenly I'm okay with the rest of that stuff. So that's the kind of thing that, you know, if you are open to having different styles and different hair fibers, then this is worth a try. I love it. There's definitely a place for it in my wig wardrobe. I know I keep saying that, but that is what it is. And I think it's pretty fabulous. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, do a little chit chat. You know, I love talking in comments, and I said this to somebody who commented the other day, like, I'm the one in front of the camera and I'm the one showing this wig, but the real education and place where we can learn from each other is down in those comments. So if you have Upstage, let us know what you've done with it or what you think about it. I've never washed my Upstage, so if you've washed your Upstage, tell us how you did it. Tell us how it came out. The other thing I'm going to start doing, somebody asked me and I'm sorry that I am not remembering everybody's names. Somebody asked me what equipment I use, and so I told her in the comments, I would love to share everything that I use. So I became a Amazon associate. So I'm gonna start putting in the description box all the equipment that I use, which is not that much and it's not that fancy. But that's the other thing that I want to know. I love seeing what other people use. Let's just talk about it. That's the fun of this community on YouTube, is learning and, you know, being teachers and students of one another. So with that said, I'll see you guys next week. I hope you have a great week, and yeah, I'll see you next week. Bye.